is anything but a young and dynamic individual who's just completed her BArch from SVCA Hyderabad College in 2020. However, she's also interned with a high-end residential projects company called Collective Projects in Bangalore. She comes with a great bundle of skill and knowledge, so much so that, dear friends, that she had to be headhunted back into her own company here in NSR Mystic Meadows. In fact, she's the best person to let us know about the concept since she's been involved with our project Mystic Meadows since the project's inception. Thank you so much, Anmisha Reddy, for joining us, and the floor is all yours.
Thank you, Bhavani Garu, for your kind words. Thank you all again for joining us today. While you're here with us this evening, let me introduce you to our company, NSR Estates, before I take you into the world of Mystic Meadows. With years of experience in the real estate sector, NSR Estates was started with a strong intent to create quality living environments across landscapes. From residential towers to farm plots and weekend retreats, NSR Estates strives to make high-end lifestyle products more affordable. Our team pushes the boundaries of architecture and design by engaging the best consultants from across the country to create holistic living environments. Be it the high-rise residential tower set amidst a man-made forest, a self-sustainable gated community, or a 1,000-acre fully integrated resort community in Guntur, NSR Estates is constantly trying to break the mold. We are a team that is working rigorously to create products that not only provide great returns on your investment, but also improves the quality of your lifestyle substantially. Our focus on nature and the responsibility we take to protect the natural pristine beauty of land sets us apart. We don't build buildings, but rather we build atmospheres where families can create memories and enrich their lives in exquisite, untouched sanctuaries. Today, I would like to introduce you to one such world, NSR Mystic Meadows. The concept of Mystic Meadows stemmed from the desire people have to own a piece of land, to be able to break away from the busy city life and spend quality time with your family and friends in your own sanctuary. Experiencing the small joys of life, waking up to nothing but the sound of birds, the nostalgic smell of rain, the sweetness of mangoes from your own trees, chatting the night away around a campfire, or falling asleep under a sky full of stars. These are the memories we crave for. These are the memories that last a lifetime. But the challenges are plenty. Who takes care of my land when I'm not there? What about security? We can't buy land in the middle of nowhere with nobody around for kilometers. Who's going to maintain my plantation? Okay, let's say we buy a piece of land somewhere. There's only little we can do to keep the whole family entertained for the entire weekend. And what about affordability? NSR Mystic Meadows is the answer you're looking for. Within an hour's drive from Gachibowli, Mystic Meadows is 60 acres of pristine landscape ideal for a second home. Fully fenced with high-end security, the project offers all the benefits of owning a farmhouse and more without the hassle of maintaining it. A skilled team of experts take care of your plot consisting of fruit plantations while you reap the rewards of your investment. The beautiful clubhouse and sports facilities will take care of all your weekend needs. I will let our horticulture consultant, Raghuram Garu, and architect Shashank take you deeper into the details. But let me take you through what your weekend will look like at Mystic Meadows. Be it in the beautiful house you build or the tent you pitch, wake up to the most beautiful morning. Treat yourself with an early morning walk down the misty pathways across the site. Bring out that mountain bike, explore the area as you trek up the hills. Take the road travel. Take advantage of the sports facilities to get that energy flowing. Make the most of the calmness of nature. Heal the mind and soul. Stay connected to your roots. Get down and get your hands dirty as you grow your own vegetables or climb a tree to pluck that mango. Be it a small anniversary or a personal achievement, find an excuse to celebrate. Discover nature's hidden surprises as you camp out at the camping zones. I would simply say, take your weekends to the next level. Let me take you through what we offer. Secure farm plots with fertile lands, 60 acres of pristine landscape that we are hoping to extend and expand to 150 acres. Each plot is approximately 825 square yards in area. The clubhouse and open facilities will be in 5 acres. The project is located in Kesaram village in Mominpet, which is about an hour's drive from Gachibowli, and also half an hour from Shankarpalli, and it's also very well connected from all the parts of the city. Here you can see the basic site plan for the entire project. You see the foothills of the Anantagiri Hills, a small hillock, and along which we are planning the clubhouse and all the facilities, and the large expanse of farm plots with wide roads, cycling tracks, and other facilities around. Here are the value-added additions that we have. Fruit plantation in your 825 squares, consisting of 15 varieties of fruits per plot. Water management, including drip irrigation. Open spaces, a huge clubhouse and multiple sit-out spaces to keep you entertained for the entire weekend. Vastu. Each of our plot is completely Vastu compliant, including the way we plant the plantations. Security, round-the-clock security with all-round fencing of the land. Fertile soils. The land is extremely fertile and the soil profile is ideal for plantations, and there's ample groundwater. We're also offering or suggesting sustainable, cost-effective, and smart design concepts for your holiday homes designed by renowned architects in Hyderabad. Some of our other features include an amphitheater for small gatherings, beautifully designed spaces for children and the elderly alike, walking and cycling tracks around the entire property, sports zone including beach volleyballs and other indoor games, nature and party zones to let your hair down and celebrate, and a beautiful, natural, pristine landscape and retaining the original beauty of land. I would like to end by saying invest in land that gives you experiences and memories. Thank you.
Thank you, Anmisha. That was really amazing. The concept of NSR Mystic Meadows, what the project has in for our dear friends this evening. Our next speaker, dear friends, for this evening is all but a young architect based in Hyderabad. Let me have the pride in introducing Shashank to you. He graduated with Bachelor's of Architecture from SVCA Hyderabad, and while in college, he was elected president of the National Association of Students of Architecture, a student body with mere 82,000 student members across the country. And he credits this experience for his broad-minded, logical, and inclusive approach to design. Obviously, Shashank went on to work in top firms in Bangalore before establishing his own practice called Studio Dot, which is known for their minimal design while strategically bringing nature into space. Studio Dot has also won prestigious awards in the Young Designers category. Thank you, Shashank, for joining us today. The floor is all yours.
Thanks, Ms. Bhavani, for the kind introduction. Hi, friends, this is Shashank. I run a studio called Studio Dot. We're based out of Jubilee Hills in Hyderabad. Let me present you the clubhouse concept. Can you see my screen?
Yes, Shashank, it's very clear.
So when we've got the project, all we knew that we wanted a clubhouse for gated community of farmlands. This is something that was never there before. So the brief itself was completely new, and we had got an opportunity to build our own brief. And I'll take you through the entire process of how we've built the brief, how we've derived the concept, and how we've made the concept into the proposal. Yeah. So brief was, initially it was 3 acres of land, now it's 5 acres. And we wanted an emphasis on weekend activities. We want to focus on events, sports, cafe and restaurant was as a part of the brief. I wanted people to stay there. I want a camping zone and swimming pool. So this was what we've heard from Mr. Srini Reddy. So after we got the brief, we wanted to do something that is tailor-made for the gated community of farmlands. Then we went back to research. Then we were finding out activities what are suitable for us. Then we started noting down on all the potential activities that can take place in the Mystic Meadows. We started off with saying we need a camping and outdoor activity zone. We need event spaces. We need space where adventure for adults can happen. We wanted it to be a space where you can celebrate your small events. We wanted you to have your own guest houses. Of course, the pool and other spaces that are generally required. And while we were working on the forms, and we've derived that we might need, a forms where a clubhouse can be a building, a clubhouse can spill out to the site, and clubhouse can, and clubhouse is not just a building, it's spill out across the site. So these are the typologies that we were looking into. And we thought the third form, where the clubhouse is spill out across the site, will be ideal for us. Then we dug deep and we wanted it to suit our traditional architecture of South India. We were really interested in this courtyard and the light that brings in, that we get. And we were clear on and this is the material palette that we chose. And why this? Because we wanted to source everything locally. We were using brick, we're using tandoor, and chapats, we're using granite and laterite and concrete. This was a material palette where we were focusing on the local material. And then we've got the proposal. We've divided this into few zones called visitor zone, admin, owners, and all. And what I'm trying to explain here is the entire clubhouse is not just designed like that. We were trying to do, we were trying to derive the clubhouse so that it organically fits into the landscape of the site. Then and some little more work on it. And then what we've derived is the site plan, where you see the main road of the layout. Here we have our admin zone. Here we have an existing well that we're retaining. And then we have a restaurant. And behind the admin, we have the pool. And we're doing a small resort kind of thing where people can stay if you don't build a farmhouse. And we're allocating a space for indoor activities and a huge event venue where you can host your events or you can camp there in the weekends. So that's the brief about the site plan. And this is how the restaurant feels. You enter, you have all your seating, you have this lobby, you have the kitchen, and other services that are required for the restaurant. We have 2 stores, and we have got we have 2 stores for commercial activity, and we have got a store. And in front is all the landscape. This is another layout. This is the admin block. I'll show this clearly to you on the walkthrough. We've made a walkthrough to make it more clear on how it's going to feel. This is about the layout that we've made. Here we have one entire block for the community that's going to form there. And here we've made an office for people who take care of our farmlands when we're not there. We've made a lounge where you can come and relax. And this is the pool that, that's going to come. So we're starting it in 2 phases. In the first phase, we're starting with just the restaurant and admin. In the second phase, we're going into the resort and the indoor activity zone. And on top of the admin zone, we have a long studio where you can have all your indoor games happening. And then, yeah. So I'll just take you through the 3D walkthrough of how it's going to look like. So for people who can't see it, yeah. Are you able to see the video? Yeah.
Yeah. to the impetus to get past through upfield and round Woodkett and back out into the lead again.
Yeah, for people who couldn't see it properly, I've shared the link of the render of the walkthrough that we've made for the proposal. We just started construction of one of the blocks. Also, I'm going to explain you in detail in by detail that you can understand what we've made. So since I hope you've understood how the entire thing was made. So
Definitely, the walkthrough was very helpful, Shashank. Thank you so much.
So this is how the gate looks like. The gateway looks like. So this is the main view of the gateway. We wanted it to be very grounded. We didn't use a lot of different materials. We went for all the local materials that are available for us. So this is the main admin block that I was talking about, where all the community activities can happen. And to your right is the existing well, and we've retained the well, and also there we've placed the restaurant. So to your right is the restaurant, to your left is the main admin block. On the top, you can have all your indoor games, activities, etc. This is exactly how our restaurant is going to look. So the clubhouse, we didn't want it to be a single building. We want it to be more like an experience that we have. So we were focusing more on the landscape, and also along with the architecture, we were focusing more on the landscape, where if you remember on the walkthrough that we've shown, most of the focus is on the activity where you can go. We've made corners for all kinds of activities, like this big gardens can be used for our events. We've made small pockets where you can enjoy your weekend with your friends. Also, in the end we might play the video again. So this is the amphitheater. This is our play area where kids play. Also, we have a beach volleyball happening there beside the restaurant. This is a restaurant block, and the garden becomes an venue for a small event there. This is how our main admin block would look. These are the people who are going to take care of our farmlands when we're away from there. So through the admin block, when you get in, you have another big event space with the pool. So where you can imagine you having a pool party or something like that there. So this is the resort block. We've kind of kept it quite secret, where everything hidden, and your rooms are going to be in the container, and these are lifted up to look at the landscape that's existing on the site. This is how it's going to look, and this is our camping zone with a block there, which holds all our indoor activities, and we have an indoor event space happening there. And this entire thing can be used for your events or your camping or all your adventurous activities. So imagine you camping here, you overlook the existing hill that is there. Yeah. So this is about the clubhouse. Apart from renders, what I would like to share more is the kind of imagination or the vision that Mr. Srini Reddy Garu had, that he didn't want people to just invest on land, but he wanted people to really enjoy their property. So we were very clear that it's not going to be a building or block which doesn't make sense in the end, but we wanted it to be more like a thing that people can really enjoy. So this is something that's not done before in Hyderabad, that we would say. So everybody here, I think, can own the entire clubhouse. So that's the and this is what we had while designing the thing. We wanted each of people who come in to experience this and own the clubhouse. So we have spaces for everybody. But that's the clubhouse presentation. In the end, we might show you the walkthrough again if required. So this is the clubhouse. Also, we have done few modules for you to build in your own farmland, which is, one of it is a wooden house and one of it is a brick and mortar house that follows the lines of the clubhouse. I'm going to present you the wood house that we've designed. Can you see? Yeah.
Yes.
So Woodhouse. Uh, so so we have a guy called Manjunath who deals with these wooden houses. He's quite expert at it. He's based out of Bangalore. We have seen his existing works, but we have seen the wooden houses to be too fancy from the outdoor, but not too functional from the indoors. This is what we've observed. But in our design, what we've tried to focus is more function on the inside, and we were not focusing too much on the exterior part of it. And that's the idea when we started the wooden house. It's a single bedroom structure, but you can, but it can be transformed as a 2 BHK when required. By that, what I mean is I'll just take you through the plan. This is the ground and this is the mezzanine that we've made. You enter from there. We have the pantry. We have a small breakfast kind of counter where you can have a food. Then we have a living with these 2 sofas. And one of this is, if it's a convertible, then it becomes the bed in the night. And when you go to the back, there's a toilet and there is ample of storage in the back. Here we have our TV unit. And from here, when you climb up, you have a huge, massive 15 by 15, roughly 15 by 16 bedroom where you can have your small study, you have a storage, you have a nice lounge. So imagine you being there on the weekend, you can spend at least a day comfortably with, if you have kids with your kids or if your friends with your friends, and the wooden house. We've made a few sketches for better understanding. So this is how it's going to look from inside. So here you have a breakfast counter. Here we have our living. Here there's TV, and you climb up. There's bed, and you can create privacy to the bed by putting a blind hanging from the roof, from the ceiling. So as I was talking, this can be converted into the bed. So it's made for 4 people. There's another view. This is how it looks on the top. Yeah. So this is one of the modules that we've made for customers to enjoy. This is one module that this is a wooden module that we've made. Also, we have another module which is made out of brick and mortar, which follows the lines of the clubhouse. I'll take you through that for a second. Yeah. So here the brief was quite clear. We wanted a bedroom, we want a living, we wanted pantry, toilets, and open spaces was our main focus. I'll just take you through the layout. It's a muted elevation. We don't have too much happening on the facade, but we have a lot happening in the backyard. So you enter from here, there's a small water body for us, to get that refreshing feel when you step in. So you step in. This corner is our kitchen, and this is our pantry, or this is our breakfast counter kind of setup. And here we have the store, and then we have the dining, and we have a huge living. So this entire thing is a single unit because we didn't want people to get divided also when they are in the home. So all our designs, might be the wood house, might be the clubhouse, might be this. We were focusing more on the activity and interaction aspect of it. So here we have a smart storage where half of it is to the living and other half is to the bedroom. Here we can do a TV there. And this part is all glazing where you have all the huge sliding doors which opens up to the pool. So I'll take you through the renders of this as well. This is how it's going to look from the facade. We wanted it to be minimal in the front, and we were focusing more on the backyard. So this is how it feels when you enter. You see all your landscape. This is your personal landscape if you wish to do. So this is the living. We have a small dining. And this is how the bedroom looks like. What is more exciting in this design is how it feels in the backyard. We were focusing majorly on this part. Yeah. So this is about the brick and mortar house that follows the lines of the clubhouse, so that matches. Yeah. So these are a few modules that we've done. Also, we have more modules that we'll be presenting soon. If you wish to look at the render or the walkthrough once again, I'm ready to play it. Or we can go ahead. And I hope you guys like the proposals.
That was really exemplary. That was really exemplary. Thank you, Shashank. The walkthrough was very, very to the detail.
Where
We
is
are
the
recording
kitchen in
this.
the design?
What?
Kitchen in the design. For the wooden house or for this particular render that you have just now shown. Where is the kitchen part in it?
This one?
Like,
Yeah,
may we
either
request
this
our
one or
guests?
the wooden
Sure.
house.
Sure. So I think we might have this in the end.
We'll be having a dedicated question and answer session after the presentation. So may we request our guests to please hold on to their questions, and we'll be more than happy to answer it once the presentation is complete. We just have a few more minutes as we have our next guest ready. And also, dear guests, we are recording this presentation, so we can share it with you and you can look at it at your leisure, especially on the parts that you'd like to focus on of the presentation. So Shashank, is that done? Do we have anything else that you'd like to take us through?
And the few modules that were made for the farmlands. Yeah, we're done.
Fantastic. Amazing. Thank you so much, Shashank, for joining us today.
Well,
Dear friends, our speaker for the evening next is Raghuram Nukala Garu. Raghuram sir works to solve issues with clarity and foresight while creating and accelerating new strategies. You might be wondering who this person is. Dear friends, he's the CEO of Sampada Farms, our consultant and expert for our plantations. Raghuram sir is always looking to use his experience to innovate and solve challenging business problems with the latest cutting edge technologies. He looks to build and implement ideas through motivation. His breadth of expertise spans many years, from agribusiness management to integrated nutrient management, irrigation management, agriculture and livestock project design, implementation and support, techno-economic feasibility studies, natural farming, Homa farming, and organic farming practices, to just name a few. With his excellent oral and verbal skills, supplemented by the ability to grasp details astutely, he maintains an impeccable track record, which includes successfully providing end-to-end turnkey solutions, as well as project support to more than 500 agri-projects in India and abroad. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us today, Raghuram Garu. It's an honor to have you, and the floor is all yours. Raghuram sir, can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm audible.
Fantastic. Yes, sir, you're audible now.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Good evening, prospective investors, and Srini Reddy Garu, Anusha Reddy Garu, and Ravi Kumar Garu, and Shashank and Bhavani Garu. Thank you. And this evening, I want to present how we are going to work in this project. Yeah, as it is already informed, this project is located in near Kesaram village. It's an hour drive from Hyderabad, and it is a very well connected project to establish farm lot projects. Next. Yeah. It is, as Anusha Reddy Garu told, it is spread across 60 acres, and the entire land was divided into 144 farm plots. Each plot area is having 825 square yards, and that is quite sufficient for this farmland project. Plot size is 75. Common plot size is 7 feet by 99 feet. Yes. See, everybody is very busy and they are living stressful life across the city, especially in Hyderabad. So such weekend projects, this farm houses will give pure oxygen, pure water, and a very good atmosphere at this farmland. It is completely free from air pollution and sound pollution and light pollution. Why? Because it is not very near to the 4-lane highways. Even though it is faced to the Tandur highway, the exact project is second place. So no pollutions are coming into this site. Definitely you are living in the nature. That is the wonderful of the site. Yes, before doing such projects, we will go very deep into the many parameters which will influence the plantations. At this Mystic Meadow site, we had done a soil mapping. In soil mapping, what we will do, what is the profile of the soil, what is the soil content, what is the fertility, and how it will hold the nutrients, and how it will hold the water, how it will have a good effect or bad effect on the uh, establishing plantation. So once we checked this soil through a systematic soil analysis, and we found that it is having very good nutritional values, and all parameters what we found in the soil are suitable for all types of plantations. So we are having a very free hand in this site, as the soil is very good red soil, and any type of plantations, all fruit crops, all flowers, all vegetables can easily grown in this soil. That is the great advantages of this Mominpet Mystic Meadows project. And most important thing to flourish any plantation, greenery, and fruit or flower cropping, climate is very important. The agroclimatic conditions at this project are very much suitable with required temperature and available sunlight, available uh, uh, wind and other parameters. These climatic conditions will give additional boost to the plantation what we are going to establish. And here we are having one is west faced and another is east faced plots with the specific sizes. In the total, we are going to plant 50 mixed fruits, which will give, which will cover all the fruits. That is like mango, sitafal, custard, then papaya, jama, and sapota. So most of the fruits we covered in general, that is citrus. In general, what we will take in round the year. So this is the this empty space is for to build a farmhouse on your own empty space, and two coconut plants also there in this planning. This is a plantation. We call it as a plantation pattern. In this pattern, we had taken a scientific system of identifying a particular location for a particular plant based on the canopy of the tree and the root ball of the that particular plant. So by that, in this systematic pattern, all plants will get equal light, equal air, and equal nutritions. That will allows the growth of the plants in a fantastic way. Next slide. So most important thing, whatever the pattern it may be, whatever the plants we are going to put it there. But sourcing of plant, quality of the plant is very, very important to get end results. So around 50 fruit plants we are putting in this each plot of 800 plus square yards. We are sourcing all of these plants from a resource, reliable and trustworthy private and government nurseries. Almost all we are, for these 50 plants, we are covering around 7 nurseries across South India. Some plants we are sourcing from Dehradun also. So the plants what we are putting, what we are transplanting in the soil will have virgin and mother type yields will be, you will get. So quality of the yield, quality of the fruits, quality of the aroma, quality of the taste will be same and good. Very, very difficult job is this. So we are not purchasing any roadside nurseries. Yeah, next slide, please. So, in general, we had taken a basic plan by covering all seasons. So, in all four seasons, whenever you go to the farm plot, definitely there some fruit will be there. Why? Because we had taken all seasons into consideration. In this 22 varieties of fruits, some fruit you will get, maybe guava, maybe mango, maybe orange, maybe citrus. Some fruit, maybe sitafal. Some fruit you will get whenever you go in that season. That's a wonderful concept and a wonderful idea. Every time you can go and pluck your own fruits and have some fruits in the farm itself and bring some fruits to your lover ones in your place. Yeah. Next slide, please. And most important thing, management. As in each every plot, we are putting not less than 50 fruit plants. Along with that, other plantation avenue plants also there. We are having a dedicated team for this Mystic Meadows project who will regularly check the irrigation, nutrition. If there is any pest and disease management also, our team will check that issues, and immediately we will take care of it and we will correct it. By this continuous management, and growth will be good, yield will be good, quality will be good. If some one of these parameters misses in the management, again investors has to face lot of regrets. So NSR Estates is going to maintain the plantation in a very systematic and quality management with the team of experts. We are doing that management on behalf of NSR Estates. And practices. Every day we are consuming all chemical and poisonous fruits and vegetables. Here we are adopting 100% organic farming practices where we are not putting even spoon of synthetic chemicals. So that will give quality, highly nutritional and high potential food for the residents of that farm plots. As 100% organic is means 100% your health will be there. Once you are with complete internal and external health, your life will be happy. So organic practices are adopted in this Mystic Meadows project. Thank you. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you so much, Raghuram Garu. That was an amazing presentation, and every time we listen to you, there is something new that we learn about. And I'm sure even today our listeners have learned something new with your presentation. That was really amazing. Dear friends, with this we come to an end, and it would be very clear to you that yes, we want you to have that dream farmhouse where you can plan your farmhouse, where you can plan your plantation accordingly. You can design it, because why? Because this is your dream farmhouse. All right. And next we come to the most important question: how much would this cost me? So right away, I will take you to one of our most energetic team member, Krishna Chaitanya, who will be presenting the commercials to you. Over to you, Krishna.
Hi everyone, this is Krishna from NSR Estates. Everybody wants a piece of land. Here we have an amazing opportunity specially for you, within your reach and affordability, giving you the pride of ownership. We are bringing 825 square yards for 29 lakhs only. 3515 per square yard. Pay the price for the immeasurable happiness that you can experience in the lap of nature. Here is the payment schedule. Booking amount would be just 2 lakhs. 30% payment has to be done within 1 month of booking. Final payment with registration within 2 months from the date of booking. Corpus funds is 50,000. Having a farm plot in this lifestyle project enhances the value of your portfolio, and close to nature boosts your immunity levels. Here is a surprise exclusively for you all, for all the attendees of today's meeting. Save rupees 1,45,000. Yes, Bookings done within 48 hours will get an exclusive offer of 5% discount. Is that it? Wait, no. I would say no. We have another big surprise. There is a gold membership worth rupees 2 lakhs at a resort project in Vikarabad, just 20 kilometers away from Mystic Meadows. Just to sum it up for the people making a decision in the next 48 hours, the booking amount is not 3 lakhs but only 2 lakhs, 5% discount which amounts to 1,45,000 rupees, and gold membership worth rupees 2 lakh at our Vikarabad resort project. We welcome you to be part of our NSR family.
Thank you. Thank you, Krishna. And dear guests, with that, we come to an end of this presentation, and the most interesting part of the evening starts, where you will speak to us and we will answer your questions. So like you can see, we have our empaneled experts with us. And instead of asking your questions to them and getting back to you, we said, what was best? Have them here right away with us. So thank you so much, Raghuram Garu, Shashank, and Misha, and Krishna for being with us here. And guests, one by one, we can start taking your questions. So if you'd like to unmute and ask your questions.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Yeah, this is Prem. So I just wanted to understand, it was really good presentation.
Thank you.
Yeah, and one more thing, the question is, by investing this 825 square acre land, what would be the returns which we will be getting in the by end, let's say in the 4 years or next 4 years or next 3 years or 5 years? Is it long-term investment or short-term investment? Can you please help us to, what would be the best investment, to understand the returns for this?
Sure. So,
Hello, Prem Garu. Thank you for your question. First of all, we would like to stress that here, in terms of investment, in terms of returns, we are looking at two kinds of returns. One is returns in memories and experiences, is something that you can live by for the rest of your life. And the second is the commercial aspect. So the first, and there's no measure for it, but we definitely offer immense memories and experiences and a great escape to your everyday life. But in terms of financially, your investment return on investment, we cannot promise a set number saying, okay, this is how much you're going to gain, right? But investing on land is always a good idea. It's never going to let you down. It's always going to keep growing. But it's hard to have a number and say, this is how much you're going to get in 5 years, this is how much you're going to get in 10 years.
Is there any future plans of constructing villas or something, so that the returns can be better? Is there future plans apart from this?
Not construction of villas. We have scope for expansion, and we're looking into it of expanding this into almost 150 acres. So the whole project will become bigger, which will in turn increase the price, but not a villa project. It is a farm plot project where you can build your own houses.
Okay, and I think I understand your, what you said. The memories which will give.
Yes.
What would be the case if the person is not staying in Hyderabad, near Hyderabad? Let's say a person is staying in Bangalore or Chennai or in other countries. So what
Correct.
would be they cannot get any memories, right? Because they cannot enjoy that moments and other things. So that person, how happy he to invest for this kind of matters? Just wanted to understand.
One thing you can look at is building a house and probably renting it out, right? You can do a time sharing kind of thing, or have an Airbnb sort of setup where your plot gives you returns. Again, we can't promise that, okay, per month you will get this much, but definitely it can act as a source of income.
Hi. Can I, Prem,
yes, please.
Okay, can I, Bhavani?
Yes, sure, sir.
Yep. What is the inventory status at Mystic Meadows at this point in time?
Sir, by inventory status, you mean to say at what stage of construction are we? Number of cottages?
Number of plots available.
Number
for
of plots
taking.
available.
Yeah.
We're remaining with 30%. 70% is booked.
Numbers?
Of the 144.
Okay. So roughly around 35, 40 other.
That's it. Up to 40
Okay.
we'd say.
Okay. I'll talk to Shiv next and take it forward. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you.
So this is Sagar. Actually, how are we going to maintain this project? We usually live in the Hyderabad. So whenever we want to plan to in the weekend, so we'll come and then we'll go, right? So in the normal times, who will maintain this, and what is the maintenance cost for this project?
So that's the key advantage of our project, right? So if you have an individual plot somewhere, then you wouldn't have anybody to maintain it. But having it in a gated community with other people is going to make sure that your plot is well maintained throughout the year. Right now, we're going to charge you a basic amount for maintaining it till the association forms, till the owners association forms. And once the owners association forms, then you can take it from there and set your own prices. But from Jan 2020, we're going to be charging 3,000 rupees to be maintaining your plot, which includes basic drip irrigation management, water management, and also all the common areas and facilities will be managed. After the owners association is formed, all the management will be handed over.
3,000 rupees per month.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
That's it's a rough estimate, but around that much.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Hello.
So, and in one of the, I think Krishna link is something you mentioned about the 2 lakhs worth rupees of gold membership, right? So what are the benefits we will get it?
In one of our next projects, upcoming projects in Vikarabad, which is 20 kilometers from the site, we have a resort facility that is coming up, a boutique resort. So there you will be having a gold membership that will include a full membership, a lifetime membership for all the facilities that we're going to give. It's still being planned. We will share all the details as soon as we get more clarity on it, but it will be a complete lifetime gold membership for your family.
Okay. So are we going to charge extra amount if we want to access the clubhouse and other amenities in this project?
In this project, you won't be having any extra amount. If you want to take the rooms that are in the project, then there will be a nominal amount with a discount, and obviously the restaurant services will be chargeable.
Okay. So when this project is launched?
This project was launched last year.
Last year, around what time? In which month?
February of last year.
February 2019.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sagar Garu, for your questions.
So what is the status of this project right now? Like, is the clubhouse constructed, and like, can you show some pictures of the current status?
The clubhouse construction has just started. Model plots are already planted with all the trees, and you can see basic avenue plantation is done.
So the possession of the farms which you have already sold is done, or how is it? You have started.
Like if there's no one right now living in the site, but possession, you can take the possession immediately. Your plants will be, as soon as you've done with your payments, your plants will be immediately planted, and you can move in if you wish to.
So this cost, it includes only the plot, or it includes the constructed thing also, like the
it includes the plot with the plantation, not the wooden houses. Those are chargeable extra.
So what is the charge for the wooden house?
It is 2,000 rupees per SFT for wooden house. And if you want the concrete, then Shashank would be able to share some more options with you. The other module.
The size of the structure is small. It's coming up till 60. It is between 1,600 to 1,800 per square foot. So it's a what we've designed is 1,000 square foot one. It'll be roughly costing you roughly around 18 to 20 lakhs.
That is for
Okay.
the other option, not the wooden option, the other masonry option.
So the brick and mortar one, which
What?
follows the clubhouse.
I'm sorry if I'm barging in.
Okay.
What
No,
is
no,
what is this wood type?
The wood type
this
is
is called
spruce
spruce
wood.
wood. This is called
Okay.
spruce wood. Yeah.
And is it weatherproof?
It's imported from Germany. It's weatherproof, and he has proved the. I think we can show. I think the team of NSR Estates can share the existing work of Mr. Manjunath. He's built roughly around 50 houses already.
Okay.
Parts of Bangalore.
No,
And
it's okay.
Bad funny, this is fire retardant also. There's Shiv here.
Hi,
Yeah.
Shiv. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing
Thank
good.
you. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, fire
I'll
retardant.
get. Thank you. I just I was curious because it was FAQ, a question and Q&A. I thought
Okay.
I'll ask my question. Otherwise,
Sure,
I'll
sure.
get in touch
You're
with you
most,
and take it forward.
you're
Yeah.
most welcome. You're most welcome.
Sorry for disturbing others. Thank you.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
So what kind of paperwork will be given for this, and what kind of zone is this land in? Like, is it like R1 zone, or which zone it is? And what kind of paperwork will be given? I mean, whether it is under, like, it is like an agricultural land, you get a farmer's passbook for this, or what kind of documentation we get when we buy this?
Sure, we have a legal expert, PSR Garu.
Hi, this is PSR over here. It will be in the agriculture zone only. We will register you in the agriculture part as an agricultural land itself.
And do we get the farmer's passbook for this?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your question, sir. Any more questions, dear friends? So would somebody like to see the first slide of the commercial? We're just playing it on the screen for you. Apparently somebody is missed. And I'd like to remind our guests that we are recording this whole conversation. So we will be able to send it to you as well. Please get in touch with the person who has invited you to this meeting.
And what are the financial options available for the customers?
I mean, financial options like, I didn't get it. You mean by bank loans or something like that?
Yeah.
As this would be the agricultural land, we'll be registering agricultural land on your name. There wouldn't be any chance of bank loans on that. I hope I answered your question, sir.
So is this layout like approved by some authority, or how's it like this entire project?
This is a Gram Panchayat layout, sir.
So it is having the approval from the Gram Panchayat.
PSR sir will be answering that.
No, it's not a Gram Panchayat layout place. It's not a Gram Panchayat. We are doing it as an agriculture. You'll be, transferred as an agriculturist only over there. So, but it is coming as a gated farm now. No, it is not approved.
It's not
approved with any of the authorities.
Okay, because you have the
planning,
common like clubhouse,
probably,
which is, yeah.
Sorry, it is with the DTCP norms what we have planned. Anytime all the association get into DTCP layout also tomorrow. If you wanted, all the association expect us to do that, we will do that for you tomorrow.
So as of now, it is not approved by any authority.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, this is Ram. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Ram. Yes, sir. Your question?
Yeah, in future, if we want to convert into a residential zone, it all depends upon the owners associations to talk about, and that's something which is we have to do it individually apart from you guys, but you only leave it with us with the
Yes.
DTPC norms, what you said.
Yes,
we can still have that option of going into residential zone, right?
Yes, you have an option. As an association, you can decide that.
But not individually. It has to be from the entire
Everybody. It has to
community.
be from everyone over there.
Okay.
It has to be from everyone over there. The real reason for this is that, see, let me make you clear over here. Now for next 5 to 6 years, you can enjoy as your weekend destination, farmhouse or something like that, whatever. You can just enjoy your nature over there. Later on, association can take it forward actually. If the land gets appreciated over there, definitely it gets appreciated as the city increases over there. Then you can take decision.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
So do we get any fencing and roads in
It is
between?
fenced.
Like,
It is fenced. Everything is fenced.
and we have a road passage for each and every farm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and one more thing. How long your journey with us? It is till the association forms, or you'll still continue to have it? I mean, how it works? I mean, at what time you guys will feel that this would be time to leave?
As per the common amenities are concerned, it lies with us only. So we will be the stakeholders in your association.
Okay.
Thank you.
So basically, if it is not approved by any authority, then if you are even forming a society or something, it doesn't have any legal status. I mean, you can informally form a society there, but doesn't have any legal status as such.
No, as an association, an organization, as an association, you can register your association with the legal authorities. It doesn't have to mention that layout and all those things. The area is enough for you. As a farming community also, you can, as of now, you can, as a farming community also, you can get associated and legally get associated with that.
Mm-hmm. So why you guys will be the stakeholders in that? That's what my question is, because it's not.
Since we are building a common amenities for all you people to enjoy over there. So to run the show, we have to be there.
Mhm. And the common amenities area, that area, does it has any approval from any authority? Because it
That
is like a
will-
commercial space. It's not a farmland.
That will be as in-house only, but we are going for the approvals for those things. Because now, as of now, it will be temporary structures.
Mm-hmm. So since 2019 February till now, it has not been applied like any approval thing.
No, actually, it's, initially this land, all this 1 year, initially it was with investors. It'll be with our investors actually. Slowly we are delegating to the farm owners over here. The customers like you who are.
Okay.
I have a question. Sorry, I joined a bit late. Does the price 29 lakh include just the value of the land, or does it also include the construction cost of the model house that you had showcased?
It's
It would
just
be
the land,
just
please. It's the just land, including the plot. I mean, plants over there.
Including the plantation.
Yeah.
Okay. And what is the ballpark cost for building the house?
It depends on your, I mean, we will customize the plan for you. It depends on the, I mean, material, what you're choosing over there, actually. If you're going for a wood, it costs you around 18 to 2,000 rupees per square feet.
Okay. Okay. And with the other one, wood, you said 1,800 to 2,000.
Yeah.
What is the other material?
Other is, I mean, local material, which we wanted to, sustainable material, we wanted to use it. After you selecting that, it costs you
around
more
16 to the other option that if you've seen in the presentation, that would have cost you around 1,600 to 1,800 approximately.
Even the wooden one is the same thing, right?
Yeah, almost.
There is no difference between whether you choose a wooden one or the local material.
Yeah.
So is it we necessarily need to be built up by your guys, or we can have our own construction done?
You can have your own construction, please.
Yeah.
So because there is no objection at all for if we go for our own construction the way we want to do it. I mean, with whatever the kind of structure we are wanted to build out.
Yeah.
So actually, if we go up in the bamboo house kind of a thing, it costs us bit less. I mean, since it is a weekend destination and we would like to see that, memories and momentums to be not a structured one, but kind of a bamboo house and other, village type of looks, we
Eh,
can go ahead.
anything, except that concrete part. Because if you are going for a concrete part, you need to go for approvals.
Yes, that's what my question is, because for bamboo and all these things, we don't need to. But once it is a concrete part, then probably we need to get the approvals from the, yeah.
Authorities.
So that is still, even though if you've registered land, then you have to go for the approvals. That's something which is already there.
Right.
Hi, this is Surendra. Can you hear me?
Yes, Surendra Garu, we can hear you. Good evening.
Thank you. Reddy Garu, one question is NSR Mystic Meadows the first project for this team, or similar projects were done earlier?
This is the first project, and there are other projects going on.
Okay, and 60 acres, and you said the future plan is to expand this into 150 and possibly more.
Yeah.
For the plots that the area that gets covered, when I'm sure there is a lot of land purely left for other plantations per se, because you have to run the whole clubhouse and the whole management, and that needs to be supported. So what kind of plantations are there around? The big ones, like not the plot-centric fruits and various plantation that you suggested. Outside of the plot area and outside of the club area, what other plantations are you having?
There are some Abhini plantations.
We can request
Raghuram
Raghuram Garu.
Garu will be the ideal person to answer this question, please.
Raghuram Garu, you're on mute, sir.
Yeah, I'm audible.
Yes, sir. Now you're audible.
Yeah. Leaving this 825 square yards plot, in whatever the remaining places, that is construction area will be covered by the architect as per his choice, as per the design they will go for plantation. In remaining part of the land, that is avenue plantation, roadside plantation, it will be all native plants we are preferring, not these European plants. By that we can attract flora and fauna, and it is a systemic way of planting this avenue plantation that is which are very popular in our country across the centuries, since centuries. That type of plantations we are going to put in the remaining part of the land.
I see. I mean, can you name a few choices that you already picked up?
Yeah. Neem, Melictonia, and people, and like that, all Indian native varieties. What I want to specifically tell you, all native varieties.
I see. Yeah, native is always better. I mean, that is something. Which is applicable to this agro zone, so to speak.
Yes. That's why we are not putting any Phonocarpus like such plants, which are which plantations, which generally you can see in all other landscaping areas. But here we are putting only native plants which will complement each other tree or plant. So depending upon the canopy, and generally once we are putting any plant, we will consider its qualities, when it flowers and what is the size of the plant. By keeping all of those things, we are developing a pattern.
Sure, thank you.
Sir, Raghuram sir, I have one question. So we are only, looking for fruits, plants, any medical plants or something kind of thing?
Yeah, you mean medicinal plants?
Yeah.
Actually, most of the medicinal plants are not perennials. Perennial is a plant which will survive for 30-40 years, and it will require very less maintenance. once you stay there, once you are coming regularly to the plot, we can assist you to go for some medicinal plants like aloe vera, ashwagandha, sharpagandha, and as per your, because around 110 varieties of medicinal plants can be grown in that area without any issues. So according to your choice, if you allot some place on your own, and we can design and we can implement that project. It's possible. But in the present pattern, we are not including any medicinal or any annual plants. But we have a
So,
ready-made pattern for that activity.
so Ram Garu, I hope that answers your question.
Yes.
Thank you.
Hi, there's one more question on the operational front. You said about let's say we have our farmhouse, wooden or otherwise built, and we don't have time to really come there and all that, and you suggested we can do an Airbnb or whatever. Is there a possibility that we let the whole responsibility of, let's say, renting it out or Airbnb, all of that to the clubhouse? You guys can take care of that?
That can be a possibility. We can set up a hospitality team that can look into the the entire renting out process, and there will be a time sharing setup where the revenue shared.
Okay.
That can be a possibility.
Yeah, that flexibility is good to know, because sometimes we don't want to have a farmhouse built and not being taken care of. So I mean, it's not the regular maintenance I'm talking about. Regular maintenance.
Yeah. I got you. And we also plan for the infrastructure in the clubhouse itself. We've planned for enough spaces to be able to maintain such an activity.
So as long as you have the design of running a timeshare kind of, we can include our farmhouse in that. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Any more questions for the evening, dear guests? We're more than happy to help you further.
So just want to know, how far is Anantagiri Hills from your project? Because when you're seeking for the tourist destinations, and if that is, just want to know.
The Vikarabad would be around 20 kilometers from the site.
From Vikarabad, again, it is 15 to 20 kilometers to Anantagiri from Vikarabad. So hardly 30 to 35 kilometers, or I can say it's a 40 minutes run from District Meadows, Anantagiri. Hello.
Thank you, sir. Madhu Garu, do you have a question for us, sir? Hello. Dear guests, any more questions for this evening?
Question?
Madhu Garu, we can barely hear you. Looks like a bad line.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yes, sir. Now it's better.
My question is to Ms. Anmisha Reddy. For an investor like me, would like to know how different is NSR Mystic Meadows, which outweighs certain advantages with regard to pros and cons when compared to similar projects like this in and around Hyderabad. Probably some summary points which will help me to take a decision inclining towards NSR Mystic Meadows.
Thank you so much, Madhu. Yeah. Thank you for your question. I think that's a valid thing that we should be putting forward, is how we are different and what we are offering as a value addition. You do see a lot of farm plots projects around the city, but how we are different is that we have planned our entire project around a user. we have planned it around someone who will come there on a weekend or on a day off and spend his time there. If you look at any of the other projects, they have plantations like a Malabar neem or a teak or something else, and the entire plot is just that. So once you buy a plot like that, all you can do is stand afar and look at your plot and say, this is my plot. But you will not be able to step in, enjoy it, spend a day there. And even the clubhouses have, the clubhouse we've planned also is planned around a user and how he can spend an entire 2-day weekend there. So when you have, and we also have clubhouses, farmhouses and time sharing kind of activity. So it actually attracts footfalls. When you have something just a regular plantation, the footfalls are very low, so the clubhouses are not sustainable. Here we've built enough houses, we've built the infrastructure to make sure that people are always here so that everything here is sustainable. The clubhouse is economically sustainable. So when you look at it in comparison to other projects, it's definitely a better investment option in terms of just how much more usable it is as an investor. You're not just putting your money on land and just watching it. You're actually using it and experiencing it.
Nice.
I hope I
Thank
make
you.
sense to you. Yeah.
Yep. Thanks. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So here I would like to make a point that when we were really planning the clubhouse, our first strategy is to make sure that a person, we've done the user mapping, we wanted to, part of our activity, major part of our design process is that we want the user to spend at least 2 days of his weekend in the clubhouse. So the spaces are designed in a way where we were assuming one whole day in your own farmhouse, another whole day can be spent on the clubhouse. That's the way we've designed it. That's our approach. So yeah.
Another question on that front, not about the clubhouse per se, but Amnisha, you said about this whole concept is built around user and what could be the benefits and all. If I were to look at this as an investment, I know land investment is always good. So if I were to look at pure play returns per se, returns from, let's say, my investment of 30 to 50 lakhs, depending on farmhouse I built, would be, let's say, letting out the farmhouse and plantation centric returns. Is that the things that I should be counting on from a return standpoint?
Definitely. These are aspects that will add to your income. But these are, you cannot put a certain figure on it and say this is how much you will make per month. These are definitely yeah. So yeah, definitely it will depend on the kind of house you build. It will depend, the income from the plantation will depend on the weather conditions and multiple things, but definitely it is all a source of income.
Okay. Yeah, appreciate that. Thanks.
I have one more clarification here.
Yes,
see, when you talk about giving amenities or a resorts worth 2 lakhs worth, somewhere it's not it's somewhere near to the farmhouse what we are actually looking to buy. But in the farmhouse and whatever the amenities, for example, it will take a while us to even go for a construction or going for building of any of place in our place we want to build up. So it will take a while, but in that amenities, like even being a owner of the farmland, but still we need to pay it. I mean, something which you need to think about in terms of having the ownership of at NSR, and this being one of the look as giving us an opportunity to use that amenities without any cost, kind of goodwill gesture from your end, or because you said it will still a chargeable for us even though it is when we are visiting it.
Hello. Hi, sir. Can you actually repeat that question? Are you asking that amenities would be charged?
Yes, for the farmland owners. I mean, for example, we are taking it. So still, if we want to use the amenities, still it is a chargeable. What I heard it. If I'm wrong, then probably you can correct me.
So
But
all your basic amenities are free. As a member, you will have all the basic amenities. But if you want to spend a night in the guest rooms or the food in the restaurants, will be charged nominally at a discounted price as a member.
But at a resort which you are giving us, the offer in terms if we go for a 48 hours, I mean,
Yeah. There are also similar things, sir. All your amenities, everything will be free, but if your food and guest house stays will be charged with the discount.
Okay, got it.
Any more questions, dear guests? We can take last few questions, last 2 questions, and probably end the day. Thank you so much for your participation. I must say hosting this event for you was a true pleasure. Any other questions our guests would have, we are very happy to answer it right away for you.
What is the timeline you see, how it's progressing, say, starting to in terms of completion of this project from the vision standpoint?
We're looking at 1 year to finish the clubhouse.
Okay.
Any more questions, dear participants? Please get in touch with the individuals who have invited you for this evening's presentation, and they'll be able to share the presentation with you. And furthermore, if you have any questions, we'll be very happy to assist you further. Looks like that's all for today evening then. So thank you so much, dear guests. And just before we leave for the evening, may I just show you how we are working out here. So that's the whole team, enthusiastic team over here, who put together this presentation. This is one team of passionate dreamers. And let me show to you the main dreamer. So that's our CMD, Srini Reddy Garu. Thank you so much for this opportunity. We wish you all the best and we hope to hear from you very soon. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.